Hello, my name is Adrienne Dobson and I am the Artistic Director at the Theater Company of Bryan College Station. I want to thank you for purchasing a ticket for tonight's event. Obviously, our live productions have had to be put on hold, but we are hoping to come back to you as soon as possible. In the meantime, we hope you enjoy this virtual concert that features TTC performers, current and past, of all ages. You're going to hear songs that you know, maybe a few that you don't even expect. I would like to thank our musicians, Cynthia Bradford, Nanette Pope, the incredible Adam Wiggins, who provided music all the way from New York City, and of course, Brandon Kemp, who produced and mixed several of our tracks you're about to see. In addition to these incredible musical numbers, you'll also see a few special segments where we reminisce about some of our favorite Disney moments at the theater company. I also want to say thank you to Ryan Top, who provided some very unique storytelling regarding the shows that you're going to hear from tonight. So thank you again for your support, and we hope you enjoy the show. Have a great night. Was that good?
I don't have time for dancing. That's just gonna have to wait a while. Ain't got time for messing around, and it's not my style. This old town can slow you down, people taking the easy way. But I know exactly where I'm going, getting closer and closer every day, and I'm almost there. I'm almost there. People down here think I'm crazy, but I don't care. Trials and tribulations, you know I've had my share, but there ain't nothing gonna stop me now, 'cause I'm almost there. I remember Daddy told me fairy tales can come true, but you gotta make them happen. It all depends on you. So I work real hard each and every day. The things for sure are going my way. Just doing what I do. Look out, boys, I'm coming through, and I'm almost there. I'm almost there. People gonna come here from everywhere, 'cause I'm almost there. Said I'm almost there. There's been trials and tribulations, you know I've had my share. But I've climbed the mountain, I've crossed the river, and I'm almost there. Said I'm almost there. Said I'm almost there.
Wow, that was really great. Man, I love Princess and the Frog. The love story about Tiana, a young woman from New Orleans who wants to start her own Cajun restaurant in Naveen. A prince from a far-off land who gets turned into a frog by the voodoo man, Dr. Vasilier. Naveen convinces Tiana to give him a smooch on the lips to turn him back into a human. But little does Naveen know that Tiana is not a princess, and they both get turned into frogs. With the help of a bug, a crocodile, and that's it, they go on a mission to find Whoopi Goldberg to turn them both back into humans and defeat the evil Dr. Vasilier. Next up is That's How You Know, from Enchanted, the charming Disney love story about a fairy tale princess who gets transported from her fairy tale home to real-life New York and meets a hunk of a man there. It's about the trials and tribulations of adult life and relationships. I really think you're gonna like it.
How does she know you love her? How does she know she's yours?
How does she know that you love her? How can you show her you love her?
enough to take the one you love for granted. You must remind her, or she'll be inclined to say, how do I know he loves me? How do I know he's mine? Well, does he leave a little note to tell you you are on his mind? Send you all the flowers when the sky is gray. Hey, he'll find a new way to show you a little bit every day. That's how you know. That's how you know he's your love.
You've got to show her you need her. Don't treat her like a man, read her. Each day do something to lead her to believe you love her.
Everybody wants to live happily ever after. Everybody wants to know that true love is true. How do you know he loves you? How do you know he's yours? Well, does he take you out dancing just so he can hold you close? Dedicate a song with words meant just for you. Ooh, he'll find his own way to tell you with the little things he'll do. That's how you know. That's how you know he's your love. He's your love. That's how you know he loves you. That's how you know he's true. Because he'll wear your favorite color just so he can match your eyes. Rent a private picnic by the fire's glow. Oh, his heart will be yours forever. Something every day will show. That's how you know. That's how you know. That's how you know. That's how you know he's your love.
Don't treat her like a man, read
He's your
Hi, my name is Abby Oxley, and I got to play Ariel in The Little Mermaid.
Hello, everyone. My name is James Cho. I got to play Sebastian in our production of Little Mermaid. Also, shout out to my friend, TTC community member Ty Elliott, who bought me this shirt. I brought it out of retirement just for the occasion.
So right at the end of the run, no, I guess it was at the beginning. Maybe it was open night. I don't remember anymore. But Ryan had drove down all the way from Abilene to come see the show. And he, I guess, just with like Disney and the magic and how fun the rehearsal process was for me, he just found himself like so emotional at the end of the show, just like crying. And so he stepped into the lobby before coming through the line to like compose himself. And Randy came out and was like, hey son, are you all right? Like, you doing okay? And Ryan was like, yeah, it was just really, it was a beautiful show. I'm so proud of everyone. It was amazing. And Randy told him that it was just magic on stage. And I will never forget him saying that.
I don't know if you all remember the callbacks, but nobody read for Sebastian in the callbacks. And so I was going in a sight unseen, right? And so it was kind of like the thing where you just weren't sure what was going to happen. I generally am out of the loop in general. And so maybe certain people were like, oh yeah, I know what he's thinking. It's just one of those things where from the beginning of being cast to the end, Randy would come to see the shows, perhaps during the first weekend or during the blocking, and then sometimes he would not show up. But there was a time after Under the Sea, which is just, I was so out of breath by the end of that number. I ran back and I was in the back hallway, and Randy was there waiting backstage, and I'm not sure exactly what he was doing, but I remember he gave me a hug, and I can't exactly remember what the adjective that he used to describe it, but it was a very, very kind compliment that he gave me. Yeah, it was really nice to feel that sense of affirmation.
I remember the quick change getting into the wedding dress at the very end of the show was unbelievably fast. And almost every night, something went wrong with it, where I got stuck, or I remember one night the zipper, like, while I think it was Chris had to zip me up, and the zipper like popped or something. And I remember being on stage at the top of the boat and just knowing like my whole back was open. Like I just was not zipped into this dress. And he was so sweet. He was like holding the dress closed for me so we could like make it through the end of the show. But that quick change gave me trouble every night. And every day I was like, oh, we just have to get through it.
When Sebastian is chased around by Luis's character, right? But I was on my knees a lot when I needed to do that. And so that was the part where I was kind of rough, because I can't remember. I don't think I ever bothered to wear knee pads because it was such a short period of time, but I had to crawl and like run away from him. And it just, that was the one minor unpleasant thing about being on stage, but everything else was just goodness. It was so fun. It was amazing.
I was standing on the table, and the chefs were like mentioning the different dishes. I was starting to get like nauseated by the fact that it was all fish. And then I remember looking, and the final button was like Sebastian popping out and then fainting into Prince Eric's arms. And as the run went on, that song just got more and more chaotic, and kids started making these like even funnier choices. So by the end, it was just so silly, and it took everything in me and Chris to not break character every night.
In the second act, when Abby has legs and she's really struggling to learn how to do stuff, there was your song, Scuttle's song, right? Scuttle? Yeah. So I can't remember if we did this intentionally or not, but that whole number, maybe I wasn't there or something. I missed a couple rehearsals, and so we actually never ended up teaching me that blocking for that dance. But it worked out perfectly, because the entire time I'm just trying to follow along, and that's actually what Sebastian would do, right? He's sort of like begrudgingly going along with like the entire thing. And so he's like, okay, I don't know exactly what's going on. And so I literally did not know that dance. I was just like following along in a half beat behind you the entire time. Oops. Yeah. I think at some point we're just like, oh, well. I'm very grateful that I got the opportunity to play Sebastian. I'm appreciative to Randy to be given that opportunity. I don't scream typecasted as a talking crab, but it was so much fun. I meant it sincerely when there was, crawling on my knees and my knees hurting was really the only really unpleasant experience about being on the stage. And to all my little crab children, it's so fun to see all of you just grow up, and whether or not you're pursuing continuing education in theater or not. I hope that you've learned how to work together as a team, that you take away really fond memories from not just Little Mermaid, but from all the other shows that you've been a part of here. And I hope you always, wherever you go, look fondly on your time here.
That was the first time I was a part of a cast that fit together and their puzzle pieces so well and just really connected as family. And I have yet to experience that. To the cast of Little Mermaid, thank you so much for just the support and the love. And I just really feel like we all worked together to create that magic. And it was just a beautiful, beautiful experience. I will always treasure it. It's just so fun.
Where did she go? Where can she be? When will she come again? Calling to me, calling to me, calling to me. Somewhere there's a girl who's like the shimmer of the wind upon the water. Somewhere there's a girl who's like the glimmer of the sunlight on the sea. Somewhere there's a girl who's like the swell of endless music. Somewhere she is singing and her song is meant for me. And her voice is sweet as angels sighing. And her voice is warm as summer sky. And that sound, it haunts my dreams and spins me round until it seems I'm flying. Her voice. I can sense her laughter in the ripple of the waves against the shoreline. I can see her smiling in the moonlight as it settles on the sand. I can feel her waiting just beyond that pale horizon, singing out a melody too lovely to withstand. And her voice is there as dusk is falling. And her voice is there as dawn steals by, pure and bright. It's always near all day and night, and still I hear it calling. Her voice. Strange as a dream, real as the sea. If you can hear me now, come set me free. Come set me free.
Admit that in the past I've been a nasty. They weren't kidding when they called me, well, a witch. But you'll find that nowadays I've mended all my ways, repented, seen the light, and made a switch. True, yes. And I fortunately know a little magic. It's a talent that I always have possessed. And here lately, please don't laugh, I use it on behalf of the miserable, lonely, and depressed. Pathetic, poor, unfortunate souls in pain, in need. This one longing to be thinner, that one wants to get the girl, and do I help them? Yes, indeed. Those poor, unfortunate souls, it's sad, but true. They come flocking to my cauldron crying,
Spells, Ursula, please!
and I help them. Yes, I do. Now it's happened once or twice. Someone couldn't pay the price, and I'm afraid I had to rake 'em across the coals. had the odd complaint, but on the whole I've been a saint. To those poor unfortunate souls. Now, here's my best offer, babykins. I know a spell that will turn you into a human for 3 days. There's just one small thing, my fee.
But I don't have anything.
I'm not asking for much, only your voice.
My voice?
Don't worry, I've got the perfect place for it.
But if I give away my voice, then how can I ever?
You'll have your looks, your pretty face. And don't underestimate the power of body language. The men up there don't like a lot of blabber. They think a girl who gossips is a bore. Yes, on land it's much preferred for ladies not to say a word. And after all, dear, what is idle prattle for? Come on! They're not all that impressed with conversation. True gentlemen avoid it when they can. But they dote and swoon and fawn on a lady who's withdrawn. It's she who holds her tongue who gets her man. Come on, you poor unfortunate soul. Go ahead, make your choice. I'm a very busy woman and I haven't got all day. It won't cost much, just your voice. You poor unfortunate soul. It's sad, but true. If you want to cross a bridge, my sweet, you've got to pay the toll. Take a gulp and take a breath. Go ahead and sign the scroll. Flotsam jetsam, now I got her, boys. The boss is on a roll. You poor unfortunate soul.
Oh, hi. I was just doing some light reading. You know, it's October now. Fall is fast approaching, seasons are changing, and the weather's getting colder. You know, this really is the perfect time to get all cozy and snuggle up with a nice, good book. You know, all of this, America, it wouldn't be possible without the work of our founding fathers. And Lin-Manuel Miranda, he wrote a play about just that. Hamilton, the play, written by Lin-Manuel Miranda, is the story about a tragic hero, King George III, who simply wants to keep the American colonies under control. You know, he's just trying to do what's best for him, but these rapscallions cannot cool down and let him decide what is right for them. And then they just get out. And then, in the end, they have a war, and somehow the Americans win the day. And King George really is the tragic hero behind it all. Well, I'm going to get back to reading. Oh, it's time. See you later.
Say the price of my love's not a price that you're willing to pay. You cry in your tears you hurl in the sea when you see me go by. Why so sad? Remember we made an arrangement when you went away. Now you're making me mad. Remember, despite our estrangement, I'm your man. be back, soon you'll see. You'll remember you belong to me. You'll be back, time will tell. You'll remember that I served you well. Oceans rise, empires fall. We have seen each other through it all. And when push comes to shove, I will send a fully armed battalion to remind you of my love. Da 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 ya da 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 ya da 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 da. You say that our love is draining and you can't go home. You'll be the one complaining when I am gone. And no, don't change the subject, 'cause you're my favorite subject. My sweet, submissive subject. My loyal, royal subject. Forever and ever and ever and ever and ever. You'll be back like before. I will fight the fight and win the war. For your love, for your praise, and I'll love you till my dying days. When you're gone, I'll go mad, so don't throw away this thing we had. 'Cause when push comes to shove, I will kill your friends and family to remind you of my love. Da 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 da. Everybody.
Again.
Look at these little guys. Don't they look like little lion cubs sometimes? We call this one Simba sometimes, don't we? Yeah. Simba being the name of the protagonist from Disney's The Lion King, a parody of Shakespeare's Hamlet. It's the story of a young lion cub named Simba, whose father Mufasa is tragically killed by his uncle Scar in a bison stampede. Simba is traumatized by this event and runs off into the jungle to live with Timon and Pumbaa, a meerkat and warthog, who teach him Hakuna Matata, no worries. For those next few years, he lives off of only bugs and fruit, until finally he's called back to his home at Pride Rock to defeat Scar and his army of hyenas one last time. He's victorious in the end and wins back Pride Rock for all the lions and restores balance in the animal kingdom. It's like these little guys have no balance on their own, aren't you, little chunky? Yeah. Well, these next few songs are quite good. I'll see you then. See you later.
be a mighty king, so enemies beware.
I've never seen a king of beasts with quite so little hair.
I'm gonna be the main event, like no king was before. I'm brushing up, I'm looking down, I'm working on my roar.
Thus far, a rather uninspiring thing.
Oh, I just can't wait to be king. No one's saying do this.
Do this.
No one's saying be there.
Be there.
No one's saying stop that.
Stop that.
Saying see here. Free to run around all day. Free to do it all my way.
I think it's time that you and I arranged a heart-to-heart.
Kings don't need advice from little hornbills for a start.
If this is where the monarchy is headed, count me out. Out of service, out of Africa. I wouldn't drag about. This child is getting awfully out of wing.
Oh, I just can't wait to be king. Everybody look left.
Everybody look right.
Everybody look up. Stand in the spotlight.
Not yet.
Let's
Hear it in the herd and all the wind. It's gonna be King Simba's finest fling. Oh, I just can't wait to be king. Oh, I just can't wait to be king. Just can't wait.
Just can't wait.
Just can't wait to be king.
I can see what's happening.
What?
And they don't have a clue.
Who?
They'll fall in love, and here's the bottom line. Our trio's down to 2.
Oh.
The sweet caress of twilight. There's magic everywhere. And with all this romantic atmosphere, disasters in the air.
Can you feel the love tonight? The peace the evening brings. The world was in perfect harmony with all its living things.
So many things to tell her, but how to make her see the truth about my past if possible. She'd turn away from me.
He's holding back, he's hiding. But what? I can't decide.
Why won't he be the king? I know he is the king I see inside.
Can you feel the love tonight? The peace the evening brings. The world for once in perfect harmony with all its living things. Can you feel the love tonight? You needn't look too far.
Love is where we are.
And if he feels the love tonight in the way I do, it's enough for this restless wanderer just to be cut.
Yeah, and the wind is talking. Yeah, for the very first time. With a melody that pulls you towards it, painting pictures of paradise. And rise up to the light in the sky, yeah. Watch the light lift your heart up, burn your flame through the night. Whoa, spirit, watch the heavens open. Yeah, spirit, can you hear it coming? Yeah, yeah, and the water's crashing, trying to keep your head up high. While you're trembling, that's when the magic happens, and the stars gather by your side, saying, rise up to the light in the sky, yeah. Let the light lift your heart up, burn your flame through the night. Whoa, spirit, watch the heavens open. Yeah, spirit, can you hear it coming? Yeah, your destiny is coming close.
Now what's the next one?
Okay.
This next set of songs is from Cinderella and Tangled, and for these summaries, we've reached out to our resident community advisor, Hannah Toff. Hannah, how are you doing today? Thank you for coming up. Thank you. Would you like to tell us a little something about Cinderella?
Well, Cinderella was a young girl who wanted to go to the ball, but her stepsisters wouldn't let her. But with the help of her fairy godmother, she had a big gown and turned a pumpkin into a carriage. The prince and Cinderella danced all night long, but when the clock struck 12, she ran away and left her glass slipper on the castle stairs. The prince looked everywhere but couldn't find Cinderella. But when the prince found Cinderella, they got married and lived happily ever after.
Oh, that is so sweet. Thank you.
Well, Ryan, would you like to tell us about Tangled?
You read my mind. Yes, I would. Tangled is the story about Rapunzel, a young girl with long, luscious locks of hair who lives up in a tower with her chameleon pet. She lives in this tower because her mother, who's not really her mother, has convinced her that the outside world is filled with dangers and people who wish to do her harm. When she finally comes of age, she ventures out of the tower with Flynn, a man she met, and her chameleon friend. They travel to the nearby kingdom and discover that Rapunzel's real parents are the king and queen of that kingdom. They venture back to the tower to get an explanation, and in the end defeat Mother Gothel and return back to the kingdom and get married. It's really quite beautiful. Well, I think you're going to enjoy these next few songs. Bye-bye.
He's a very smart prince. He's a prince who prepares, knowing this time I'd run from him. He spread pitch on the stairs. I was caught unawares, and I thought, well, he cares. This is more than just malice. Better stop and take stock while you're standing here stuck on the steps of the palace. You think, what do you want? You think, make a decision. Why not stay and be cold? You think, well, it's a thought. What would be his response? Then what if he knew who you were when you know that you're not what he thinks that he wants? And then what if you are what a prince would envision? Although how can you know who you are till you know what you want? Which you don't, so then which do you pick? Where you're safe out of sight and yourself, but where everything's wrong. Or where everything's right and you know that you'll never belong. And whichever you pick, do it quick, 'cause you're starting to stick to the steps of the palace. It's your first big decision. The choice isn't easy to make. To arrive at a ball is exciting and all. To there, though it's scary. And it's fun to deceive when you know you can leave. But you have to be wary. There's a lot that's at stake, but you stalled long enough, 'cause you're still standing stuck in the stuff on the steps. Better run along home and avoid the collision. Even though they don't care, you'll be better off there. Where there's nothing to choose, so there's nothing to lose. So you pry up your shoes. Then from out of the blue, and without any guide, you know what your decision is, which is not to decide. You'll just leave him a clue. For example, a shoe, and then see what he'll do. Now it's he and not you who is stuck with the shoe in a stew, in the goo. And you've learned something too, something you never knew, on the steps of the palace.
10 minutes ago I saw you. I looked up when you came through the door. My head started reeling, you gave me the feeling the room had no ceiling or floor. 10 minutes ago I met you, and we murmured our how do you do's. I wanted to ring out the bells and fling out my arms and to sing out the news. I have found her, she's an angel with the dust and the stars in her eyes. We are dancing, we are flying, and she's taking me back to the skies.
10 minutes ago I met you, and we murmured our how do you do's. I wanted to ring out the bells and fling out my arms and to sing out the news. I have found him, I have found him. In the arms of my love I'm flying over mountain and meadow and glen. And I like it so well that for all I can tell may never come down again.
I may never come down to earth again. Now she's here, shining in the starlight. Now she's here, suddenly I know. All that time, never truly knowing just how blind I've been.
All those days watching from the windows, all those years outside looking in. Standing here, it's all so clear. I'm where I'm meant to be.
And at last I see the light, and it's like the fog has lifted. And at last I see the light,
And it's like the sky is blue.
and it's warm and real and bright, and the world has somehow shifted.
All at once, everything is different. Now that I see you. All those days chasing down a daydream. All those years living in a blur.
All that time, never truly seeing things the way they were. Now she's here, shining in the starlight.
Now I'm here, suddenly I know.
If she's here, it's crystal clear. I'm where I'm meant to go. And at last I see the light, and it's like the fog has lifted. And at last I see the light,
And it's like the sky is now.
and it's warm and real and bright, and the world has somehow shifted. All at once, everything looks different. Now that I see you.
Now that I see
We got this. This is it. This is the one. We've already got this part, you know?
Yeah.
It's us, like, hyping ourselves up. Hi, Adrian.
"7 a.m. the usual morning lineup. Start on the chores and sweep till the floor's all clean. Polish and wax, do laundry and mop and shine up. Sweep again, and by then it's like 7:15.
And so I'll read a book, or maybe 2 or 3. I'll add a few new paintings to my gallery. I'll play guitar and knit and cook, and basically just wonder, when will my life begin?
Then after lunch it's puzzles and darts and baking. Paper mache, a bit of ballet and chess. Pottery and ventriloquy, candle making. Then I'll stretch, maybe sketch, take a climb, sew a dress.
And I'll reread the books if I have time to spare. I'll paint the walls some more, I'm sure there's room somewhere. And then I'll brush and brush and brush and brush my hair, stuck in the same place I've always been. And I'll keep wondering and wondering and wondering and wondering, when will my life begin?
Tomorrow night the lights will appear, just like they do on my birthday each year.
What is it like out there where they glow? Now that we're older, Mother might just let us go.
You want to go outside? But Rapunzel, look at you, as fragile as a flower. Still a little sapling, just a sprout. You know why we stay up in this tower? I know, but... That's right! To keep you safe and sound, dear.
Guess I always knew this day was coming. Knew one day you'd want to leave the nest.
Not yet.
But
trust me, pet, Mother knows best.
Mother knows best. Listen to your mother. It's a scary world out there. Mother knows best. One way or another, something will go wrong, I swear.
Ruffians, thugs, poison ivy, quicksand, cannibals, snakes, all the play.
No,
yes,
but also large bugs, men with pointy teeth. Stop, no, you just upset me.
Mother's right here. Mother will protect you, darling. Here's what I suggest: skip the drama, stay with Mama. Mother knows best. Mother knows best. Take it from your mumsy. On your own, you won't survive. Sloppy, underdressed, immature and clumsy. Please, they'll eat you up alive.
Gullible, naive, positively grubby, and petite a bit, well, vague.
Plus, I believe, getting kind of chubby. I'm just saying, 'cause I love you.
Mother understands. Mother's here to help you.
children, don't ever ask to leave this theater again.
I love you very much, dear.
I love you the most.
Don't forget it,
You'll regret it. Mother knows best.
I am Lauren Moore, and I played Jane Banks in Mary Poppins.
I'm Henry Bradford, and I played Michael Banks in Mary Poppins.
And how old were you when we did Mary Poppins?
I think I was 11, and I'm 17 now, so.
I think I was 8, and I'm 12 now.
Before we did the show, I had always loved the movie, and I'd watched it, and Julie Andrews is my absolute favorite, and it was just always had like a special place in my heart. And then now it's like, it was like the first show that I ever had like kind of a lead role in, and it's something I like always will remember.
I started watching it about a year before it was the first time I watched it, and it was really like, I really liked the movie, and I started showing off to my friends that I could say supercalifragilisticexpialidocious.
Like my favorite scene was like, I think it was like almost like the end of the show, and I would always say like au revoir and say goodbye to Mary Poppins, and we would like all be together on stage as a family, and it was just like a really sweet moment.
Kind of like Lauren's, I liked the end of the show because just like the magic of the moment where she's flying away and we're all saying goodbye to her, it was a bittersweet moment because she's going away and we're all standing there and saying goodbye to her as she's flying away.
Ooh, I remember we had a really, really fast like costume change where we had to like run off the stage, and then we had to like put on all of our like coats and things and then just like come right back on. And it was, oh my goodness, there were so many just like crazy moments, and it just kept going, but it was such a fun show.
It was always step in time for me because it's just all the footwork in there and jumping around, that was difficult for me. I remember always trying to get through it during the show, and I remember all the people around me were really helpful with trying to show me what to do.
Well, if we were to do it now, I would want to be Mary Poppins, obviously.
I think I'd like to play Michael Banks again, but this time I would definitely want to fly. I remember his saying consonants are friends. He said that a lot, and then he also gave me a lot of advice through the play. Well, yeah, consonants are friends, and then also I would sway a lot, and he helped me with that.
I remember being outside the stage door one time, and he said that I looked like Daisy Ridley, and he was wearing his like blue suede shoes, and there was just like, this is an iconic moment. Like, I will never forget this. He was just always there with his Whataburger cup. One with the dolls. That one, like, I remember seeing that. Like, I saw Mary Poppins on Broadway when I was like 5. Like, it was like the first show that I saw, and I like had nightmares about the dolls.
Definitely the one with the dolls. Every time that one would scare me.
I am very impressed that she like did the whole show with her, like she was like sick the entire time, and that was so impressive. And Mary Poppins is not an easy role. those songs and everything and the British accent, and she just kept it up the whole time, even though she was probably like dying inside. It's very impressive. Good job, girl.
I just kind of want to say thank you because that was like one of my favorite shows. And I remember everybody on the stage was always bright and cheery. And it's just a good memory for me.
Hello. Hi guys, my name is Cassidy. I played Mary Poppins in TTC's version of Mary Poppins many a moon ago. A lot has happened since then. Some of my favorite things, for some reason, Randy really always loved putting me up in the air. First it was with Wendy, and then Mary Poppins, and then in Oliver, I got flipped upside down by James Cho. It was so much fun, and I really feel like I took the time for granted because I was so stressed. I'd never had such a big role before, and so I wasn't sure what to do. I felt like there's still like a lot of things I could have done, but it was so much fun. Who can say that they were Mary Poppins? Like, even to this day, that's one of the biggest things that people seem to remember me for. Hopefully they remember with fond memories. And to our two little Banks children, if I had any advice to give you, you guys are growing up and you're getting these lead roles, and it's just enjoy it while you can. Take in all of the fond memories you can have, and do not, above anything else, get a caffeine addiction. As Mary Poppins, I was drinking espresso daily. Just get some sleep. It does just as good as espresso, guys. Bye.
Painted a glorious day, bright like a morning in May. I feel like I could fly. Have you ever seen the grass so green, or a bluer sky? Oh, it's a jolly holiday with Mary. Mary makes your heart so light. When the day is grey and ordinary, Mary makes the sun shine bright. Oh, happiness is blooming all around her. The daffodils are smiling at the dove. When Mary holds your hand, you feel so grand. Your heart starts beating like a big brass band. It's a jolly holiday with Mary. No wonder that it's Mary that we love.
Now then, would it be nice? We'll start with raspberry ice, and then we'll have some tea. Order what you will, there'll be no bill. It's complimentary. Oh, it's a jolly holiday with you and gentlemen like you are few. Though you're just a diamond in the rough, and underneath your blood is blue. You never think of trusting your advantage, for Barnes is the home of your queen. A lady needn't fear when you are near. Your sweet gentility is crystal clear. Oh, it's a jolly holiday with Mary. A jolly, jolly holiday with you.
Yay! That was the best one yet.
That was so great.
Hey, I was just trying to fight these beasts over here. You know, this is really like Hercules trying to fight the Hydra. You know, speaking of Hercules, what do we think about his movie? It's the story of a god named Hercules who gets cast out of Olympus as a baby and loses all his godly powers except his super strength. He grows up and fights a Hydra, is trained to be a strong warrior by Danny DeVito, and meets a girl named Meg who he falls madly in love with. In the end, he is offered a choice: stay on Earth with Meg or return to his home on Olympus and live with the gods forever. In the end, he chooses to forsake his godly powers and spend the rest of his life with Meg. Well, that's all. I gotta get back to fighting these geese. See you later!
We are the muses, goddesses of the arts, and proclaimers of heroes.
Heroes like Hercules.
Honey, you mean Huncules.
Ooh, I'd like to make some sweet music. Our story actually begins long before Hercules, many eons ago.
Back when the world was new, the planet Earth was down on its luck, and everywhere gigantic roots called titans ran amok.
It was a nasty place. There was a mess wherever you stepped,
where chaos reigned and earthquakes and volcanoes never slept. And then along came Zeus. He held his thunderbolt. His eyes like those suckers in a boat. They tried on his own, stopped chaos in his tracks. And that's the gospel. The guy was too type A to just relax.
and that's the world's first dish.
Zeus came to gold while still in his youth. Though honey, it makes him impossible. That's the gospel truth. On Mount Olympus, life is sweet, and smooth and sweet from youth. Oh, the honey, it makes him impossible. That's the gospel truth.
If there's a prize for rotten judgment, I guess I've already won that. No man is worth the aggravation. That's ancient history, been there, done that.
Do you think you're kidding? He's the earth and heaven till you try to keep it hidden. Honey, we can see right through your girl, you can't conceal it. We know how you're feeling, who you're thinking of.
Oh, no chance, no way, I won't say it, no, no.
You swoon, you sigh, why deny it? Uh-oh.
It's too cliche, I won't say I'm in love. I thought my heart had learned its lesson. It feels so good when you start out. My head is screaming, get a grip, girl. Unless you're dying to cry your heart out.
We keep on denying who you are and how you're feeling, baby, we're not buying. Hon, we saw you hit the scene, I'm facing like a grown-up. When you're gonna own up that you got it bad.
Oh, no chance, no way, I won't say it, no, no.
Give up, give in, check the grin, you're in love.
This scene won't play, I won't say I'm in love.
You're done with this, beat our lips, you're in love.
You're way off base, I won't say it. Get off my case, I won't say it.
Girl, don't be proud, it's okay, you're in love.
Oh, at least out loud, I won't say I'm in
I've been staring at
at the edge of the water, long as I can remember, never really knowing why. I wish I could be the perfect daughter, but I come back to the water, no matter how hard I try. Every turn I take, every trail I track, every path I make, every road leads back to the place I know, where I cannot go, where I long to be. See the line where the sky meets the sea, it calls me, and no one knows how far it goes. If the wind in my sail on the sea stays behind me, one day I'll know. If I go, there's just no telling how far I'll go. I know everybody on this island seems so happy on this island. Everything is by design. I know everybody on this island has a role on this island, so maybe I can roll with mine. I can lead with pride, I can make us strong. I'll be satisfied if I play along, but the voice inside sings a different song. What is wrong with me? See the light where the sign meets the sea, it's blinding, and no one knows how deep it goes. And it seems like it's calling out to me, so come find me and let me know what's beyond that line. Will I cross that line? See the line where the sky meets the sea, it calls me, and no one knows how far it goes. If the wind in my sail on the sea stays behind me, one day I'll know how far I'll go. And moment. Scene. Thank you.
Perfect. That was it.
Oh, hi. I'm Macy Steer. I played Olaf.
Hi, I'm Georgia Sledge. I played the adult Anna. Who's behind you?
Oh, whoa. Yeah, this is the one that they took out of the trunk. His head keeps falling off, but that's okay. Oh, no.
So one of mine, I think this is our last, it was like one of our last shows, and we were backstage, and it was about to be like, it was during intermission, and it was about to be act 2, and this is whenever Bo had like written that song about me and was like making fun of me, and I just remember like how funny it was, and like Adrian, you had like posted it on our Instagram page, and I just remember like I was just dying laughing, and it was just so funny. And then probably another one was like our very first music rehearsal, just because like that was my first lead I'd ever gotten, and I felt like super welcomed by like all the other kids who had like been leads before, and it's just like that's something that we really started like bond, and like I felt like we were just like one big family.
My favorite might have to be the pickup rehearsal, because we all got to like dance backstage, and I find that so fun, and we're all running around, and I didn't have to carry that massive puppet, which was always fun for me. But we all got to dance and sing, and then we would run on stage whenever we were not supposed to be on stage, but it was so much fun, and we all just, I don't know.
During Let It Go, and I was sitting with like Carabelle and like Luke, I think. So the wigs were like waiting to be like braided, and so they were on those mannequin heads, and so Carabelle like picked up the mannequin head, and she started like playing with it, and all you see is like this like floating head in the hair, and I actually got it on video, but I remember we were all sitting there just like dying laughing, and we thought it was so creepy and just like funny to see this like head just like floating in the air.
Well, I remember one of the rehearsals on the puppet, one of the eyes fell off. And it was absolutely terrifying because you just see like this dangling eyeball off of Olaf, and that was very un-Disney, terrifying.
Higa means like comfortable, like in the morning when like I'm all comfortable and like cozy in my bed. I don't want to get up for school, so that's probably when I like practice Higa.
Whenever I feel like Higa is after I finish school and then I have nothing to do for like the last 2 hours of the day, and I just sit down and I'm all cozy and I get snug up with a blanket and watch TV with my mom. That's Higa. Yeah.
Love is an Open Door. That just whole scene was so fun because like me and Lucas got to do our part, but then also everyone like behind us, I just knew like it was just so funny, like all their dance moves, which it was fun.
I really liked it whenever I jumped out from that little ice thing for the first time in our first scene together, Georgia. That was so fun. And then right before Let It Go, whenever I walk off the ramp, there would be all those little kids in the back, and they would always whisper to me. They're like, hi. And I would try not to wave to them because I'm not supposed to do that, but I definitely waved to them.
It really hurt me when you locked yourself away from me for a long time, and I'm still kind of mad about that. But you know, I'm Anna, and I'm supposed to like not hold grudges and be super happy, but on the inside, I hope you know that I'm super hurt and mad.
This is why we go to therapy. Yeah.
I don't know. Thank you for making me. Yeah, my role would be very sad, I guess, without the magic from, I don't know, your hands. Is that where the magic comes from? Sure.
It comes from within, Macy. From within.
Oh, I'm sorry. From within. So I guess I'm your little snow child. So thank you for creating me.
Kingdom of isolation, looks like I'm a queen. The wind is howling like this swirling storm inside. Couldn't keep it in, heaven knows I tried. Don't let them in, don't let them see. Be the good girl you always have to be. Conceal, don't feel, don't let them know. Now they know. Let it go, let it go. Can't hold it back anymore. Let it go, let it go. Turn away and slam the door. I don't care what they're going to say. Let the storm rage on. Could never bother me anyway. It's funny how some distance makes everything seem small. The fears that once controlled me can't get to me at all. It's time to see what I can do to test the limits and break through. No right, no wrong, no rules for me. I'm free. Let it go, let it go. And I'm one with the wind and sky. Let it go, let it go. You'll never see storm rage on. My power flurries through the air into the ground. My soul is spiraling in frozen fractals all around. And one thought crystallizes like an icy blast. I'm never going back. The past is in the past. Let it go, and I'll rise like the break of dawn. Let it go, that perfect girl is gone. Here I stand in the light of day. Let the storm rage on. The cold never bothered me anyway.
Okay, so can I say something crazy?
I love crazy.
Okay, good. All my life has been a series of doors in my face, and then suddenly I bumped into you.
I was just thinking the same thing. Cause like, I've been searching my whole life to find my own place. Maybe it's the party talking or the chocolate fondue.
But with you,
I found my place.
I see your face, and it's nothing like I've ever known before. Love is an open door. Love is an open door. Love is an open door. With you. Love is an open door. Why don't we sing together more often?
3 kids. I mean, it's crazy.
What?
We finish each other's
Margaritas.
That's what I was gonna say.
I've never met someone who thinks so much like me.
Jinx! Jinx again!
Our mental synchronization can have but one explanation.
You
and I
were
just meant to be. Say goodbye.
Say goodbye
to the pain of the past. We don't have to feel it anymore. Love's an open door. Love is an open door. Life is so much more with you. Love is an open door.
Alright, can I say something that's definitely not crazy?
Will you vote with me?
Into the unknown, into the unknown, into the unknown. I can hear you, but I won't. Some look for trouble, while others don't. There's 1,000 reasons I should go about my day and ignore your whispers, which I wish would go away. Oh. Oh. You're not a voice, you're just a ringing in my ear. And if I heard you, which I don't, I'm spoken for, I fear. Everyone I've ever loved is here within these walls. I'm sorry, secret siren, but I'm blocking out your calls. I've had my adventure, I don't need something new. I'm afraid of what I'm risking if I follow you into the unknown. do you want? 'Cause you've been keeping me awake. Are you here to distract me so I make a big mistake? Or are you someone out there who's a little bit like me, who knows deep down I'm not where I'm meant to be? Every day's a little harder as I feel your power grow. Don't you know there's part of me that longs to go into the unknown, into the unknown, into the unknown. Whoa, are you out there? Do you know me? Can you feel me? Can you show me? Don't leave me alone. How do I follow you into the unknown? Into the unknown.
Hey, Deborah.
Hey, what?
Oh, hey! What are you doing? Adrian said that she wanted us to make a camping video to introduce the next number. Camping. Yeah, so I've got the tent. Yeah. I've got the fire. Uh-huh. I've got the lantern. Oh, yes. And I even got a peanut. Oh, you got like a little tactical hiking vest. Oh, yeah. He's ready to camp. That would be so perfect. But Adrian wanted us to do a campy intro. Yeah, campy, which is why I have a sparkly beret and rainbow earrings. Yeah, that makes a whole lot more sense. Yeah, but I really admire your dedication. So, shall we do the intro? Let's do it. Join us now in welcoming the incomparable Mark Bendixson and the amazing Stacey Erskine as they perform the song that goes like this from Spamalot. And following that, we have an amazing red-headed Laker girl singing Journey to the Past from Anastasia. Enjoy the show! Enjoy.
Once in every show, there comes a song like this. It starts off soft and low and ends up with a kiss. Oh, where is the song that goes like this? Where is it? Where?
A sentimental song that casts a magic spell. They all will hum along, will overact like hell. Oh, this is our song that goes like this.
Yes, it is.
Yes, it is.
Yes, it is.
Yes, it is.
Now we can go straight into the middle eight, a bridge that is too far for me.
I'll sing it in your face while we both embrace,
And then we we change the key. Now we're to E. That's awfully high for me.
But everyone can see we should have stayed in D.
For this is our song that goes like this. I'm feeling very proud.
You're singing far too loud.
That's the way that this song goes.
You're standing on my toes.
Singing our song that goes like this.
I can't believe there's more.
It's far too long, I'm sure.
That's the trouble with this song. It goes on and on and on.
For this is our song that is too long. Oh, for crying out loud, are you kidding me?
We'll be singing this till dawn.
You'll wish that you weren't born.
Let's stop this damn refrain
Before we go insane. The song always ends like this.
Heart, don't fail me now. Courage, don't desert me. Don't turn back now that we're here. People always say life is full of choices. No one ever mentions fear or how the world can seem so vast. On a journey to the past. Somewhere down this road, I know someone's waiting. Years of dreams just can't be wrong. Arms will open wide, I'll be safe and wanted. Finally home where I belong. Yes, starting now, I'm learning fast. On a journey to the past. Home, love, family. There was once a time I must have had them too. Home, love, family. I will never be complete until I find you. One step at a time, one hope, then another. Who knows where this road may go? Back to who I was, on to find my future. Things my heart still needs to know. Yes, let this be a sign. Let this road be mine. Let it lead me to my past and bring me home at last.
You know what they say, when life gives you lemons, I didn't research the plot to Anastasia, so I'm gonna give it to you to the best of my ability. Anastasia is the story of a young Russian princess whose family has all been killed by the ongoing communist revolution. She rides a train and finds some love, and in the end wins the day, I'm pretty sure. Well, if I had a genie, I would wish for remembering the plot to Anastasia, having infinite lemons, and letting you know about our next show, Aladdin. Aladdin is the story of a young man named Aladdin who finds a lamp with a genie inside of it and gets 3 wishes from it. In the end, he falls in love with a girl named Jasmine and defeats Jafar, the advisor to the Sultan, Jasmine's dad. Well, this is our last bunch of songs, so be sure to savor them. Have fun. I'll see you later.
Shining, shimmering, splendid. Tell me, princess, now when did you last let your heart decide? I can open your eyes, take you wonder by wonder, over, sideways, and under on a magic carpet ride. A whole new world, a new fantastic point of view. No one to tell us no, or where to go. You say we're only dreaming.
A dazzling place I never knew. But when I lay up here, it's crystal clear that now I'm in a whole new world with you.
Share this whole new world.
Unbelievable sights, indescribable feeling, soaring, tumbling, freewheeling through an endless time and sky. A whole new world.
Don't you dare close your eyes.
100,000 things to see. I'm like a shooting star. I've come so far, I can't go back to where I used to be. Every turn I step past,
New horizons
every moment is better. I'll chase them anywhere. There's time to spare, then let me share this whole new world with you.
That's where we'll be.
That's where we'll be.
A thrilling chase for you and me.
That was really great. Up next is Beauty and the Beast, the story of Belle, a strong woman from France who has to travel into the forest to save her father Maurice, who's been trapped in a castle controlled by a dog man named Paul Early. She must trade places with him and spend the rest of her life there. Along the way, she meets a wide array of household objects who used to be people. This one's name is David. She also learns to love the beast, and in the end, they smoochy and get married, and he turns back into a human. It's really, really quite beautiful. Well, see you next time.
You've been dreaming just one dream nearly all your life. Hoping, scheming, just one theme. Will you be a wife? Will you be some He-Man's property? good news that he meant me.
This equation, girl plus man, doesn't help just you. On occasion, women can have their uses too, mainly to extend the family tree. Pumpkin, extend with me.
We'll be raising sons galore.
Inconceivable.
Each built 6'4".
Unbelievable.
Each one stuffed with every Gaston gene.
I'm not hearing this. La, 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 la,
We'll
la.
be keeping house with pride.
Just incredible.
Each day gratified.
Incredible.
You are part of this idyllic scene. Picture this, a rustic hunting lodge with my latest kill roasting over the fire, while my little wife massages my feet and the little ones play on the floor with the dogs. We'll have 6 or 7.
Dogs? 6 or 7 dogs. You know how much grooming, feeding, potty training that's gonna take? That's too much.
No silo strapping boys like him. I can see that we will share all that love implies. We shall be the perfect pair, rather like my thighs. You are face to face with destiny.
All roads lead to
the best things in life are
all's well that ends with me.
Escape me, there's no way.
Certain as do-re.
Well, when you marry.
No, that's not gonna happen. I can't lease a car, I can't drive, I can't vote. That's just a no all the way around.
I think we got it.
From my twisted face, there's not the slightest trace of anything that even hints at kindness. And from my tortured shape, no comfort, no escape. I see, but deep within is utter blindness, hopeless as my dream does, as the time flies, love a lost illusion, helpless, unforgiven, cold and driven to the sad conclusion. No beauty could move me, no lesson improve me, no power on earth if I can't love her. No passion could reach me, no lesson could teach me how I could have loved her and make her love me too, if I can't love her then. Long ago I should have seen all the things I could have been. Careless and unthinking, I moved onward. No pain could be deeper, no life could be cheaper, no if I can't love her. No spirit could win me, no hope left within me. Hope I could have loved her and that she'd set me free. But it's not to be if I can't love her. Let the world be done with me.
Hi. We just finished filming our final number, which you are about to see. It is the opening number from Six, the musical, written by Toby Marlowe and Lucy Moss. Six began on the West End and was actually just about to open on Broadway when the pandemic hit and everything had to be shut down. Six is about the 6 wives of Henry VIII, told in the style of a pop concert.
Our rendition was choreographed by the amazing and wonderful Hannah Shadanian. It was produced, mixed, brought to life by my amazing and wonderful husband, Brandon Kempf.
Filmed by myself and by Madeline McLevish Hughes, but also created by this amazing team of women that you don't see right now because we're socially distant. The show Six is about these women taking their power back and telling their story and coming together as a team, which is what we do here. It's what we do here. Thank you for watching. Enjoy the show, and we'll talk to you soon. Bye.
Divorced.
Beheaded.
Died. Divorced.
Beheaded.
Survived.
And tonight we are Listen up, let me tell you a story.
A story that you think you've heard before.
We know you know our names and our fame and our faces. Know all about the glories and the disgraces. I'm done 'cause all this time I've been just one word in a stupid rhyme. So I picked up a pen and a microphone. History's about to get overthrown.
Divorced.
Beheaded.
Died. Divorced.
Beheaded.
Survived. But just for you tonight, we're divorced, beheaded, live. Welcome to the show, to the history mix. Switching up the flow as we add the prefix. Everybody knows that we used to be 6 wide. Raising up the roof till we hit the ceiling. Get ready for the truth that will be revealing. Everybody knows that we used to be 6 wives, but now we're ex-wives.
Is our ex and the way it ended.
But a pen doesn't beat a royal flush. You're gonna find out how we got unfriended. Tonight we're gonna do ourselves justice, 'cause we're taking you to court. Every Tudor rose has its thorn, and you're gonna hear 'em live in consort.
Divorced.
Beheaded.
Died. Divorced.
Beheaded.
Survived.
till the break of day. Once we're done, we'll start again like it's the Renaissance. Everybody knows that we used to be 6 wives, but now we're
ex-wives. My name is Catherine of Aragon. Was married 24 years. I'm a paragon of royalty. My loyalty is to the Vatican. So if you try to jump me, you won't try that again.
I'm that Boleyn girl and I love Nexie. I broke England for the church. Yeah, I'm not sexy. Why did I lose my head? Well, my sleeves may be green, but my lipstick's red.
Jane Seymour, the only one he truly loved.
Rude.
When my son was newly born, I died, but I'm not what I seem, or am I? Stick around and you'll certainly see more.
Divorce.
Ich bin Anna of Cleves.
Yeah.
When he saw my portrait, he was like,
Yeah.
but I didn't look as good as I did in my pic. Funny how we all discuss that, but never Henry's little.
Prick up your ears, I'm the Catherine who lost her head.
Beheaded
for my promiscuity outside of wed. Lock up your husbands, lock up your sons. Kay Howard is here and the fun's begun.
Survive.
5 down, I'm the final wife. I saw him to the end of his life. I'm the survivor, Catherine Parr. I bet you wanna know how I got this far. I said I bet you wanna know how I got this far.
Do you wanna know how we got this far? Then welcome to the show, to the history mix. Switching up the flow as we add the prefix. Everybody knows that we used to be 6 wives. Turn the beat up, get this party buzzing. You want a queen bee? Well, there's half a dozen. Everybody knows that we used to be 6 wives. And now we're ex-wives. One, two, three, 4, 5, 6.
We were on mute. We were on mute. Okay. We're so excited. Okay,
Yes.
here's another reason. Thank you, Chip Van Zandt, because you made this look so easy. I'm sure you were sweating when you actually did it, but I've been running around like a crazy person, and you made this look seamless. So thank you, Chip Van Zandt and Brazos Valley Image, for everything you guys did with the telethon, and for you answering all of my dumb questions for this. Thanks, Dana, for showing up today.
Come on,
and
Dana.
also answering all of my text messages, because this is stressful when I don't know what I'm doing, but I'm doing my best. Lily Van Zandt is responsible for our logo and graphic design, and this amazing high school girl who is one of our performers here, she did our logo for this, for I Believe in TTC, so thank you, and also for our kids camp, so thank you so much for everything that you do. Wow. Ryan Top, good sir. What can I possibly say about Ryan Top?
What a triumph he is.
What a triumph. Thank you, dude. I know that I threw you a whole bunch of doozies and you delivered and you were hilarious. And I'm so glad that we have you around. You're amazing. Wow. Thank you to Beth and Catherine. I was kind of checking in on text messages throughout the evening, and it was nice for people to see something more than just a black curtain. And that's thanks to you guys. And also, thank you to every single performer and contributor who participated in this. A lot of people want to do this as far as just, live stream performances. This is really difficult. It's really difficult to record yourself. As musical theater, community theater people, we're used to just performing and just going with the flow. It's really hard to record yourself and
then have to listen back to it, and you're like,
yeah. So thank you guys for having the courage and the bravery to participate in something like this. We obviously, as a theater company, are not doing live shows right now, but we do have some things in the works. We will be back to you soon with more information. I just can't believe this all worked, if I'm being completely honest.
We did it, and it was a triumph.
Thank you to all of our musicians, to Cynthia and to Nanette and Brandon, who is the one that told us we were muted, even though Dana said, don't forget to unmute yourself when you go live.
We were just so excited.
If you noticed a delay in this evening's production, it was after How Far I'll Go, because I got a little emotional watching Benjamin. So, love to every single person watching. Thank you also to Cynthia Bradford and Mike Kilgore and Debbie Prince, who have been our IT support throughout this evening and that are emailing people who, couldn't find the email and are constantly, they've been amazing. This was chaotic to say the least, but thank you guys. And thank you for watching. Thank you for supporting the theater company. We'll be back live as soon as we possibly can. Until then, we hope you continue to support our virtual adventures. Thank you to Carrie Kemp. She almost moved back to Wisconsin. Wow.
I'm sorry, Mom. She's watching.
Sorry, Mom, but I'm glad she's here with me. Thanks, everybody, for watching. Thank you for continuing to support us. I don't want to ramble. I tend to do that. Thank you. Have a great night. Mwah.
Bye.
Hayden, how do you feel about his performance today? Yeah? Good. That's a good note.
Thank you.
Any other feedback you could offer him?
Do better. Okay. Thanks.
Good. I feel like we all learned a lot.
Let the storm rage on. The cold never bothered me anyway.
Oceans rise, empires fall. We've seen each other through it all.
Hail, Mother of Mercy and of Love. Oh.
Wow.
When the sky is gray, hey, you'll find a new way to show you a little bit every day. That's how you know. That's how you know he's your love.
Need her, don't treat her like a mind reader.
Perfect. Okay. Yeah.
So you're saying, wait, I'm facing, wait. What is it
Sheet
saying?
towards me, so that's
Sheet towards
perfect.
you. Okay.
So in fact, I'm just going to do it from right here, and this is going to be great.
Okay.
Because you're looking at her, and you're like, hey, baby. Ah! 1, 2, 2, 2, 2, 2, dun, 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 go, 2, 3.
How can you show her you really, really, truly love her?
Bum, bum. We're going to consort, bum, bum. Okay, cool. Recording Gullible.
What's my last? Hold on. Gullible night. Positively grubby.
Ditzy. That was the word I couldn't come. Yeah, thank you.
And tonight we are.
What?
So we'll hit consort again.
That was great. Up next is Beauty and the Beast, the story of Belle, a strong...
Big finish, big finish. And melt into the ground.
Killed it.
Down, I'm the final wife. I saw him to the end of his life. I'm the survivor.
Y'all ready?
Son of a monkey.
History's about to get overthrown.
Beheaded.
I was trying to do a Napoleon thing. Remember this Napoleon Dynamite dance? I'm sorry.
That's okay, just do something.
Yeah, I apologize.
No, you're good. Stop apologizing. I'm gonna punch you in the face.
Now.
Yes.
Cannibals and snakes. Ooh, the plague.
No.
Yes.
But also large bugs. I have to do that again. I was like, whoa.
Is that new? No.
It's just happened naturally.
Do I do it too?
Listen up, let me tell you a story.
Ditzy had a Bidwell thing. I think.
Oh, it's a jolly holiday with you, but gentlemen like you are few. No, you're just. Oh, what I